award-winning GHS-TV, Germantown Community Television, your hometown news and information station. Welcome to another edition of Germantown Community Television's award-winning Access Together series. Informative, educational, and entertaining, our diverse programming lineup offers something unique for every viewer. Whether you want to keep up with the latest community news or learn how changes in the Mid-South and beyond affect us right here at home, these local programs keep the focus on you, the citizens of Germantown. Each show is hosted by a member of the community and produced using the students and facilities of Germantown High School's nationally renowned television station, GHS-TV. These programs are made possible through the combined efforts of the City of Germantown, Shelby County Schools, GHS-TV, and the Germantown Community Television Foundation. If you have any questions, comments, or program ideas, write us at the address on your screen or call 754-4788. You can also email us at ghstv17@aol.com. For more information about GHS-TV and our programming, visit us on the web at www.ghstv.org. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy the following presentation.
Welcome to Chamber Matters. I'm your host, Pat Scroggs, President and CEO of the Germantown Area Chamber of Commerce. During each show, we take an inside look at the business leaders making a difference in our city. The Germantown Area Chamber of Commerce has existed for more than 37 years. Our staff, board of directors, ambassadors, and volunteers are all dedicated to creating a vibrant business environment through interactive partnerships with business, government, and the community. Today in our Business Leaders segment, we are going to meet Terrence Lewis, CEO of Trust One Bank. In our Difference Maker segment, we will talk to Floyd Schreiber with the Germantown Lions Club. And in our Up Next segment, we will discuss with Bruce Mills, Regional Sales Director for RevTech, a new service for our members. All of these dedicated volunteer leaders are involved with ongoing activities of the Chamber. Join us now is Terrence Lewis, CEO of Trust One Bank. Welcome, Terrence.
Thank you, Pat. Glad to be here.
And thank you for being on the show, and certainly appreciate the support that you're going to give us in 2011. And we're thrilled to welcome you back to our area.
Well, I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. After being gone from the city for 25 years, it's certainly great to come back to a vibrant city and be a part of Germantown and try to help us grow in the community.
Well, I know certainly your family and friends are glad to have you back, and it's been a real pleasure to work with you so far.
Mom has really enjoyed it.
I'm sure she is, and you're enjoying probably her cooking too, I'm sure.
I am, thank you.
And tell us what you hope to accomplish in your new position at Trust One Bank.
I guess one of the most important things I want to accomplish is to make sure that everyone understands that Trust One Bank and Synovus Bank want to be a contributing part of the community. Banks were put here originally to be a part of the community, to lend, to accept deposits, and really be good corporate citizens, as we've already attempted to do with the Germantown Chamber by increasing our level of participation for 2011. That's very important to us, and we really want to build our brand as we go forward.
Right. Well, tell me about some of the strengths of Trust One, and in what areas do you see that some improvement can be made over the next few years?
One of our biggest strengths is that Trust One Bank is part of Synovus Bank, which is a larger bank based in Columbus, Georgia. And even though it's considered a large bank, we can act as a community bank here, which gives us the ability to be flexible and responsive to our customers on a daily basis and make individual and independent decisions, but at the same time we have the resources to provide all the products and services for small customers, medium-sized customers, and large customers. If you ask about something that we can improve upon, I think most importantly is our branding. Right now we've been here in the Germantown market for about 10 years, and there are various citizens and a lot of citizens that don't know we're here and don't know our story. So that's a great reason, gives us an opportunity to be here to tell our story and let everybody learn about Trust One Bank and Synovus.
Well, what do you consider your core customers for Trust One?
Gosh, everybody. We'll take every dollar we can get from a deposit standpoint. But our focus is most likely is focused on the small business customer and the medium-sized business customer. We have a lot of products and services that cater towards growing the market, growing our portfolio, and growing and helping them in their business, everywhere from lending as well as to cash management. But also with our flexibility and our size, it gives us the ability to be flexible and work with small independent customers, retail customers, and then switch over and deal with corporate customers as well.
Well, obviously, what do you think are your vision for Trust One 3, 4, 5 years from now?
3, 4, 5 years from now, I would like for every resident of Germantown to know about Trust One Bank. And when they think about a bank product or a financial opportunity, Trust One Bank is the first bank that comes to their mind. What's important to us is, number one, that we're recognized as a strong corporate citizen. In every market that we participate in, chambers of commerce are extremely important to us, schools are extremely important to us, and the local vibrancy of every community is extremely important. So for every community to be important, we feel like we need to be a part of it, and we need to be a good corporate citizen and take a leadership level.
Well, Terrence, obviously you have a passion for banking, so what made you decide to get into the field of banking?
Well, I went to school to major in economics, and one day I decided I needed a job. I needed a part-time job, and the bank that I looked at was an opportunity, a bank that was open 10 to 8 Monday through Saturday and 1 to 8 on Sundays. So as a college student, it's a great opportunity for me to get in plenty of hours and still go to school. As I was in that job and I got to work with a lot of people, I wanted to work with numbers, and it just worked out as a good blend, watching senior bankers and watching them have the ability to be leaders in the community and be active in the community. Good opportunity to know people and really learn about every different phase of life in banking. You know, it really gives you a lot of opportunities.
Well, how do you think the community looks at Trust One Bank, and what do you expect to see that's different? And what should we expect from your bank?
I think what the community should expect and what they should ask of us is to be a good corporate citizen. That's something that you're going to continue to hear me echo in my time and my leadership here in Germantown and here in the East Memphis market is we need to be good corporate citizens. I feel like that as a bank, if we do those things well, everything else will come behind it. People always talk about, well, don't you want to increase your market share? Don't you want to increase your base? That's true, but I see that as a byproduct by us doing what we need to do first. And that's something that I would expect that the residents of Germantown, the business community, will see that in the future they'll notice that me, my team, and I have a great team here in this market, a great team of professionals. I think what they should expect that they'll see them more, they'll hear them more, and they'll see them take on leadership opportunities that not only say, we're here, but says that our time and our commitment is important to help the community.
Well, I think you're going to see a lot of good value coming from that. Tell me briefly then about Trust One and Synovus banks. You mentioned that earlier, your core values.
Focus on people. Absolutely focus on people. The bank was started years ago by a treasurer, an owner of a company that saw a young lady that was mending a sewing machine. Her apron tore, and her money that she was keeping fell out of her apron. So he said, why don't you let me keep your money in our vault? And that was just basically a show of concern about the employees of their company, and that mission has continued, and it's been something that has helped us grow throughout our entire years of existence.
Well, that's fascinating, Terrence.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so very much for being on our show. And again, thank you for your sponsorship, investor level for 2011. And wish you all the best, and we look forward to working with you.
Thank you, Pat, and we do as well.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
We're going to pause for a short break. When we return, we will talk to Floyd Schreiber with the Germantown Lions Club.
In the real world, large returns are typically a result of large investors. In Shelby County Schools, we've taken small, often inadequate investments and yielded incredible returns. Those returns are highly educated, well-trained young people prepared to enter our workforce and social arena as productive citizens. But years of of underfunding could bring that to an end. No matter how you do the numbers, our school system is a sound, real-world investment. Support Shelby County Schools, providing for a better tomorrow today.
Each year, up to 40 million Americans get the flu. Don't be one of them. Vaccination is the best way to prevent the flu, along with good hygiene practices. And if you think you have the flu, see your doctor quickly. Prescription antiviral medications can help you feel better faster if taken within 48 hours.
This season, don't let the flu close in on you.
You're watching the award-winning GHS TV, Germantown Community Television, your hometown news and information station.
Welcome back. Join us is Floyd Schreiber, a longtime member of the Germantown Lions Club. Welcome, Floyd.
Thank you, Pat. Glad to be here.
Thank you for your membership, and for our viewers, we do have nonprofits that are members of our chamber, and it brings an extra element to the business world because we know most of our nonprofits are still business-oriented to some degree. So tell our viewers about the Lions Club and briefly about the Lions organization.
Well, unfortunately, we think we're the best-kept secret among the service organizations. We are the largest service organization worldwide. We have something on the order of 1.35 million members worldwide. And those are made up of Lions in clubs across the world, about 14,000. Lions clubs in 206 different countries.
Well, that is commendable. Well, tell me about the local Lions Club. Primarily, we know about the pecan sale. And what else should we know about your local activities here in our area?
Well, here in Germantown, we've been here for since 1972. And more recently, for the past 10 years, we've been working with the City on the 4th of July project. And we do a fishing rodeo for the children each year, and we're very happy to do that. That's a service project for us. We always lose money, which is why we do this.
Right.
The other things we do are we buy eyeglasses for those children who need them. And
locally, they go to local.
For local children, local adults. Who can't afford eyeglasses, we will purchase them. We collect glasses that are then sent worldwide. So we're active locally in those two areas. On a more regional basis, we do surgeries for people who can't afford them, primarily cataract surgeries. We have a regional organization headquartered here in Memphis, been in business for almost 70 years now, that covers the states of Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, and Western Tennessee. It's Mid-South Lions Sight and Hearing Service. And through that organization, we do surgeries here in Memphis, and mostly the more complicated surgeries. And we do primarily cataract surgeries at our satellite clinics located in Mississippi. 3 in Mississippi, 2 in Arkansas, and 1 in Missouri.
That's fascinating. Well, so I guess those are all the things that you do on the larger scale. Then what about activities worldwide?
Well, worldwide, it's more of a monetary support for our worldwide activities, where we are helping to raise money to build clinics and to train medical professionals throughout the world. And our most recent campaign ended a year ago, and we raised something on the order of $134 million worldwide. And that's being distributed to build clinics in places that don't have clinics, and to train medical professionals, whether they be doctors or nurses or in that realm, primarily focused on eyesight and sight preservation.
That's right. Wonderful. Well, who becomes a Lion?
Anybody can become a Lion, so long as they're over age 18. The Lions are made up of, we like to think we're growing in terms of our family membership, and in fact our local club now has a family. We've had them for a while, the youngest member in our club, we like to think of him as a member, he's really a member in training, is 6 months old. Our oldest member is 93. So we have a wide range, and the youngest member has an older brother who is 4 years old, I'm sorry. And
train them up right.
Their parents are both very active Lions. They're both past presidents of the club.
Well, how does one become a member then?
I think the easiest way to describe that is to come visit us. Come to one of our meetings. We meet every second and fourth Monday at Perkins Restaurant on Germantown Road. Come see what we're about. Come talk to us. Come see what we do and talk to us. And I'd say come see me, but you wouldn't be able to find me. It's a little difficult. But come to a meeting.
Well, I think that's always the best way, too. That's what I tell people when they're interested about our chamber. I said, well, come and check us out and see if this is something that you think that you can benefit from. So that's always a good way. Well, tell me how our community can help in your efforts.
Well, you mentioned the pecan sales early on. Pecan sales are ongoing. They'll be running through the end of the month. That's our biggest fundraiser of the year. And I might add at this point that all of the funds that we do receive from the public go back to the public. None of the money that we make, so to speak, from pecan sales, for example, or anything else, we spend on ourselves. It all goes back to buying the glasses, doing the surgeries, buying the hearing aids, those sorts of activities. And we like that in our organization, that the organization insists that we do it that way. Anything that we spend on ourselves, we charge ourselves dues in order to supply that sort of activity.
Right. Well, I know you've been a long-time member. How many years have you been a member?
I've been a member of Lions since 1972. Here in Memphis since 1990. But I've been a Lion in Florida, Canada, Alaska, and Colorado primarily.
Well, that's interesting. Well, locally, I know you mentioned surgery and things. Are there certain physicians in our area that do surgery on these people, or how does that work?
Most of our referrals locally are done through the Hamilton Eye Institute on Madison Avenue. Our activities there are Mid-South Line Sight and Hearing Services headquartered there, and we work very closely with them.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Floyd, for being on our show today and telling us about the Lions Club, and we look forward to supporting you in every way.
Thank you very much, Pat.
Thanks. We're going to take a break, but be sure to stay with us because when we return in our Up Next segment, we will discuss with Bruce Mills, Regional Sales Director, RevTech for the Chamber.
Take out the rubbish, scrub down the floor. No more.
Visit orthoinfo.org. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
The joints ain't sore no more.
I'm Troy Aikman, and for years I toughed out the pain of what I thought were just bad headaches. After I retired, I finally decided to talk to my doctor about my symptoms. He told me I had migraines and prescribed a migraine-specific medicine that has made a big difference. I also learned to identify triggers that can cause my attacks. Millions of Americans suffer from migraines. To find out if your headaches could be migraines and how you can get effective relief, go to this website, answer the questions, and share the results with your doctor. You can win if you have the right migraine game plan.
Hi, I'm Tony Romo, quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. My dad and I are very close, and I can't picture my life without him. So when I found out that he had prostate cancer, my whole life changed.
But when found early, the 5-year survival rate for prostate cancer is nearly 100%. Trouble is, prostate cancer may have no warning signs or symptoms, which means screenings are absolutely essential.
This year, it's expected that more than 220,000 American men will experience what my dad did.
We were lucky. My cancer was found early.
Talk to your doctor about prostate cancer screening.
You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, Germantown Community Television, your hometown news and information station.
Froggs, your host, and you are watching Chamber Matters. The Germantown Area Chamber of Commerce offers many events for its members and the public. Bruce Mills, Regional Director at Southeast for RevTex, is here to discuss our new service for our members. Welcome, Bruce.
Thanks, Pat.
And another great technology service for our chamber members, and we're looking forward to learning as we go along with your leadership. But tell us about RevTex and what does it do and what do you do?
Okay. RevTex is a mobile marketing, advertising, and application development firm. We specialize in delivering spam-free text messages to cell phones by way of text message.
Simple as that. Dan, tell me about what is the subscriber-based marketing?
Well, what we did, or what I did, is I came up with an idea that took the technology out of a technical type of thing that we do. Most of our sales folks were running into opposition from business owners when they mentioned the word database, because most business owners are a little older and they kind of shy away from computers.
Mm-hmm.
So we changed the name from database to subscriber base. And all a subscriber base is that it's a list of people that are in a database that you actually promote to.
Okay. Well, then what market segments benefit most from this approach?
Well, there aren't any market segments that don't benefit, but what we found is the retail segment is a great opportunity for RevTex and also a great opportunity for those that participate. Nonprofits, we have a particular service for churches. It's called Texas Receptus. The key here is being able to communicate with customers that you already have, hoping that they will do more business with you and spread the word to people that you don't have as customers.
Well, what about businesses if they consider it as an alternative to conventional forms of advertising?
Well, that's the beautiful thing about this. Text message marketing is about a fraction. It's a fraction of the cost of traditional forms of advertising, such as print, TV, and radio. This allows everyone that has a business, if they have a minimal fee, they can actually promote their business in a way that improves sales and related profits.
Well, I know earlier you said it was spam-free, but tell me how that works, because I think so many people in the business community worries about spam, and I have a really high level on my computer to make sure that I don't get spam. So tell me about that.
Well, you hit it right on the nail head. When email first came about, email, we hadn't heard of spam. There was no such thing as spam. But the only reason why we adopted email is because we thought our business adopted it, and we basically took it home. But as that market matured, less people opened email because they got a lot of spam. Well, text message marketing is a little different. In order to be able to receive a message, you have to opt into a database. And an example of that would be text Mills to 88500. What happens then is that you text that, and then a message returns to you welcoming you to Mills. It's generally a business card. It could be anything. But at any point in time, you can opt out by just typing the letter Q, and you're out of the database.
Fascinating. Well, do you build websites?
We do. And this is really very fascinating for us. We build what we call Moby sites.
Moby sites.
Moby sites.
I've got to learn the language.
Yes, in terminology.
Yeah.
The big thing there is this, is that anyone that has gone on their cell phone and gone to a web page has found themselves kind of scrolling around and pinching their screens and making the text bigger, and it becomes very cumbersome. Moby sites, the technology there actually orients the web page to the screen of your phone, no matter what phone you have. That code understands the type of phone that's receiving the message and orients the text to that phone such that you don't do any scrolling. If you do scrolling, it's just up and down.
That's wonderful. Well, what are some of the solutions that you provide?
Well, we provide, as I indicated, Texas Receptus. We have one for retail outlets. We have one for nonprofits.
We do voting. You may have seen this on the news where people that ask you to, call in on a number and type A or B. We do that type of thing. There really isn't anything that you can't do with text message marketing. There's one thing that's really very important here, and we haven't discussed, is that I read all of my text messages. There's not one that doesn't come to me that I don't read. But statistics are that 94% of the people that receive a text message read it within the first 5 minutes. And that's a huge and very powerful marketing message for anyone that would be interested in promoting their business, themselves, or any service they might have.
Absolutely. Well, briefly demonstrate the mobile business card.
The mobile business card.
The service.
Okay, this is a cell phone. No, that's a joke. What you do is you go to your text message application, and where it says 2, you would actually type in 88500. Then, for this demonstration, type in the word Mills, MILLS, and just press send. What will happen is that text message will be sent, and you will receive something in return. You have then opted into the database.
Well, again, it's just totally fascinating, and for all of us that we're a little slower to understand the concept, obviously everybody texts now, and no matter where they are, so I think it's a great form of communication. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us today for Chamber Matters. We appreciate the guests on today's show, Terrence Lewis, Floyd Schreiber, and Bruce Mills. If you're interested in the air dates of Chamber Matters or any other shows on GHS TV, look in the Germantown News for the programming schedule. Thank you again for joining us, and be sure to watch Chamber Matters again next month.